I'm going to save you years of swiping, awkward bar conversations, and wasted Saturday nights. Because the truth is, where you meet someone matters more than how you meet them. The environment that you put yourself in is either working for you or against you. And most men don't realize that they're playing on the hardest difficulty setting. So today I ranked every place where you can meet your future wife, from S tier down to D tier. And some of these might surprise you. I am going to move slightly out of the way. We're going to put the chart on screen there, and let's get straight in. Number one, guys, we have a pottery club. Pottery club I would put in S tier. Why? I think it's a great indicator as to someone's lifestyle, because pottery is very much about slowing down. It's not a fast-paced thing. It's quite artsy. It's an arts and craftsy hobby to have. And if you're meeting someone in a pottery club, they probably enjoy a slower pace of life. Now, the slower pace of life is contrary to nightclubs, to bars, to casual degeneracy that most people have. And so that is why pottery club, I would say straight away, is an S tier place to meet your future wife. It's not too expensive either. You can find pottery clubs that are fairly cheap. They're very accommodating for new people to go and get involved in, and I would absolutely recommend it. Forgetting the wife even for a second, it's a good hobby for you to have. It's a good bit of fun, and it keeps you on your creative side. Get into your local pottery club, guys. A cafe. Now, a cafe I would put into B tier. The reason I put it in B tier quite high is because if you go into a cafe, the odds are people are going to be there at the same time on the same day of the week. If you go into a cafe at 10 a.m, the next 10 a.m. on the next Tuesday, that same person very may well be there, which means that you have a lot more of an opportunity to build up rapport with someone over an extended period of time. It also alludes in a way to lifestyle, although not quite as much as pottery. And the thing therefore is that you're able to meet someone and you're able to build the rapport over a couple of weeks, suss people out, and play things on a lot more of a normal time frame. That is why cafes rank high. The reason that they don't rank in A or S tier is because there's no real forced interaction in a cafe. You very much have to manufacture the interaction yourself. That's not always a problem. Some people are better at doing it than others, but I personally prefer an environment where it's a lot more natural to have a conversation than having to go up to someone where it's not quite as natural and feels a bit more forced. That's just not quite me. That is why I would put a cafe in B tier. Now guys, the big one, social media. I would rank social media in C tier. It's quite low, and it's not the lowest of the low because it's not ultimate degeneracy, but you can't read someone's energy over social media. That is the primary issue. Is it 100% bad? Is it like the worst thing in the world? No, because you can also meet good people on social media. Social media doesn't discriminate someone's lifestyle, values, or opinions. So the best of the best are on social media, as are the worst of the worst. But as far as then actually meeting someone and trying to assess a vibe and energy, it's not the best by any means, is it, guys? It's over a screen. It's tricky to arrange a date because people don't really want to meet someone that they've never met before that has just messaged them on social media. That's why it's in C tier. Again, not quite D because it's not as bad as a nightclub or something, but it's not the best. Now guys, something that I'm a big fan of, dance classes. Dance classes absolutely S tier. Again, amazing lifestyle indicator. The person who wants to go and learn the salsa probably doesn't want to be twerking in a nightclub, which means they're probably more aligned with being my wife / your wife. We definitely have similar interests. And I think dance classes are an amazing way to meet your future wife. Not only is there potential lifestyle correlations with yourself, but also it's super natural. If you're dancing with someone, number one, from a dating perspective, you're breaking the touch barrier quick, which is naturally amazing. But also you have plenty of opportunity to talk to them. You're going to be standing 2 foot away from them. There's going to be breaks in dance classes. These are super easy to find. You can go and find a dance class, just type in your area, dance class for beginners, and it's going to be beginner dance classes. The way that these work, guys, is generally you go in and you randomly partner up with someone. They teach you a bit of the dance, and then you shuffle around by one to a new partner. And so you're always dancing with a new partner. Great opportunity to meet some dating prospects. One of the best ways that you can meet your future wife. Guys, if this video is interesting you so far and you think, yeah, this is actually getting my brain going, I'm quite excited for the future, then do hit subscribe. That is exactly what this channel is all about. Next up, we've got work. Work is high C, low B. I'm gonna put it in high C. The reason why it ranks not at the bottom is because you have a great opportunity to build rapport with someone that you're going to be talking to on a daily basis. The issue with that is it's kind of high risk too. If something goes wrong, then you have a falling out, then that's not going to work too well in a work environment. And the other side of the issue is they might not be the best person for you, they're just convenient. They just got conveniently appointed at the place that you're at. It doesn't really tell you too much about their lifestyle, it doesn't really tell you too much about their opinions and how well aligned you two would be together. It would be more something of convenience. Does that mean that she can't be your wife? No. it just means it's probably not the most optimized place to meet your wife, because as well, you don't really have much control over it. With all of the other things, you can go and find plenty more fish in the sea. There's probably 3 girls at your work or something, right? If they're not the ones for you, then they're not the ones for you. Not much you can do about that. That is why I put work in the C tier. Next up, the first absolute D tier of the list is the nightclub. Now guys, you can go and have fun in nightclubs. I go and have fun in nightclubs, and by fun, I do just mean like dancing and chilling. I've never got with a girl in a nightclub, I'm proud to say. But your wife probably isn't in there. The girls in there are the ones that are more likely, generally more likely, to be getting off with random guys, which is not something that I want to be looking for in my wife. People can do what they want to do, but that's not me, and it's probably not you either. Go and have fun in nightclubs, but don't get involved in extreme degeneracy like that with the random people that you not even spoke to. You just dance with them while they were playing Wonderwall or something. You have no need to do that, guys. Nightclubs are an absolute D tier. Next up, the gym. The gym I'm going to put in a low B tier. Brilliant opportunity to see whether someone is aligned with your lifestyle. If they're going to the gym, they generally take care of themselves. That's why they're in there. And that is going to align with our lifestyles a lot more. The issue is, it can feel a little bit creepy. It's not the most natural. A lot of people want to just crack on with their workouts and don't want to stop and chit chat. That's why the gym isn't in a higher rank. So I would say B tier. Because generally, yeah, lifestyle aligned, but can be a bit awkward and weird. B tier. Next up, guys, church or a place of worship. I am not religious, so I do not go to church. But if I was religious, I would absolutely be looking for my wife in a church, because I think that is the most innocent and best place to find your wife. If you could pick where to find your wife, I would probably pick a church. I think it says so much about someone's lifestyle and their beliefs and their characteristics. And that's what a lot of these are based on. It's their lifestyle, okay? Outside of this environment, if you had to guess based on what they do outside of this environment, based on the environment that you find them in, the church would be the best positive indicator for the rest of their lifestyle. If you are religious, do keep an eye out for someone who could be well aligned with you in church, because that is the most, yeah, it's the best place to find them. I would never go to church to find a wife without being religious. That feels a bit weird and disingenuous, and that's just not right in my personal opinion. But if I was, I would absolutely be in there. Next up, a library. A library I would put in A tier, because you can generally find someone who likes something that you like based on going to the section that you like to read from and seeing what books people are looking at, and then asking their opinions on the books that you already know that you like, which is an indicator that they probably align with your thought processes, beliefs, and lifestyle. E.g., if you're looking at books in relation to self-improvement, and it's maybe, I don't know, how to win friends and influence people, and a girl is looking at the same book, brilliant opportunity to start a conversation. If it's in a library where everyone's sat down reading their own book and they're in chapter 8, probably not the best place to start a conversation. If it's in a library and people are looking at renting out books for the week or whatever, great opportunity to talk to people, great opportunity to meet someone who has aligned beliefs with yourself. I would absolutely suggest going to libraries and looking for books. And in the meantime, you might come across your wife. That's what most of this video is, guys. It's not really about go to these places with the binoculars out looking for your wife. It's more about go and do the activity and maybe you stumble across your wife. Go to the library, read books that you want to read, and maybe you find your wife. I would say the odds are decently high. Next up, guys, we have dating apps. Dating apps are going to be a D tier. They're kind of similar to social media, but even worse, because people on dating apps are looking for something, which is just kind of weird. I've never really understood, I'm looking for my girlfriend, I'm looking for a long-term partner. Now, I know this video is titled How to Find Your Wife, but it's more about aligning yourself with the right environments, less so than going out with your binoculars. Like, is that her right there? Is that her right there? I find that a bit weird on dating apps. And so I think the people on there, they're not wrong for that, that's just the way they are. But I think if you're going out looking for a relationship in that way, it's just a little bit strange. You can't build the level of connection than what you can in person. The person with the bigger muscles is going to get more likes than you. It's kind of a fixed environment. You don't really get an opportunity to display your personality as much. I would say it's a D tier. Finally, guys, I want to say a bar. Now, bars, I would say, are a mid to high C. They're not as bad as nightclubs. Nightclubs have infinitely more degeneracy. Bars, most people go to them. You find the people that go to church, they're probably in the bar, okay? And they're probably not in the nightclub. So that's why the bar ranks higher than nightclubs. You can find good people in bars. People are open to conversation too. That just seems to be the social norm in bars, that people are open to conversation. So that shouldn't be an issue. But if they're drinking lots of alcohol, then maybe they don't really align with yourself too much. I drink, but I don't really drink. I maybe have a couple of drinks once a month or so. And so the person in the bar that I'm talking about, the prospective future wife, perhaps she too only drinks once a month, and you catch her in that night on that once a month. That's why you can't write them off. But just as a general indicator, probably not as good as a dance class or church or an art class or a pottery class. That's why I'd say C tier. So there we go, guys. There are a bunch of places where you could potentially find your wife. Do align yourself with the ones in S, A, and B tier in particular. C and D, not so much. That's not to say don't use dating apps, it's just to say don't expect to find your wife there. Guys, I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do hit subscribe, do hit like. There'll be another video on screen for you to watch now, and otherwise, have a great rest of your day.